Did you go lighter recently with your hair?
Yeah.
Looks good.
You probably prefer it darker.
No.
He just said it looked good.
He's lying.
No.
No, he's lying. Are we rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling.
He's a liar.
No. Not one of my issues.
Okay, so this, believe it or not, we're the therapists.
Oh God, yeah, my gosh. Like, is that one of my problems?
He has a celebrity crush on Katy Perry. That's how he's even here. Is because he thought I looked like her when I had dark
really?
hair.
That's actually true. Yeah.
He literally found me on Instagram.
So
found my phone number, called me and was like,
Wow.
"Hey, I'm just this random guy that loves Katy Perry. You kind of look like her." And then we talked for an hour, and then we became Instagram friends.
Yeah.
So when he's saying, "Is your hair lighter?" he's disappointed because he was expecting Katy Perry from 2009.
Yeah, that's why I was like, is your hair lighter? Like, I wasn't like, is it lighter? I was really upset about it.
You don't seem capable of disgust.
Yeah. No.
Like that's even possible.
No.
He's maybe a little disappointed.
Right.
Yeah. And also, like...
But you know what? Here's the good news. I just have to show this quickly.
Uh-oh, I'm scared.
There's a reason I brought the spray. This is so I can dye my hair dark during the episode.
For the episode.
Yeah. Like I can literally, it's supposed to just be temporary gray, but I can also just do the whole head. But
so
we'll see if maybe I'll do it for my one-on-one.
So you're going to come back and look like a completely different person.
We'll see.
You're going to look exactly like Katy Perry when you come back.
He's just, he's deflecting from his actual issues.
Emilie's great, but you know what would be nice? If Katy Perry just came back for the next segment.
That'd be fantastic. Yeah.
Well, so then he actually met Katy Perry on was it American Idol?
Yeah, American
Idol. And she had a crush on him, but
Whoa.
he had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
So he ruined his shot.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean...
He had one shot where he liked her so much, and then she liked him. And then she's like, I wish she didn't have a girlfriend, and he was loyal.
I'm not an accredited therapist, so don't take this.
Okay.
You don't necessarily have to do this.
Okay.
Leave your girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, and now Katie's married and has a baby, and it's just, I kind of missed my window.
It was like right before she met her.
No, hey man, this is Hollywood.
Yeah,
the window's open.
Yeah, that's true.
At all times.
That's true. Yeah.
She could have 5 kids with that guy.
Yeah.
So he's here today saying he has commitment issues, but the reality is, I think he should have had less commitment in that relationship.
Yeah, but we want to talk about commitment issues in another context, correct?
Yeah.
Like, describe the issue.
I would say, like, literally anything in my life that requires any type of commitment, whether it's like signing a lease at a new apartment, or whether it's
Is that why you live in a van?
Yeah, that's literally that.
You live in a van currently?
Well, no, I don't live. So it's it's a truck. I don't live in it full time.
It looks like you're in that van every night.
Well, it's part of my branding. I try to make it look like like, you know what I mean. Like
it's like like he's like Gabby Petito.
I'm not like
he's kind of like
I'm not a social media influencer. Gabby Petito.
That's his life, van life.
Okay, that's terrifying.
Yeah,
he's like looking for a girl to like be.
Yeah,
well, I was gonna say
I'm more Gabby, less Brian, but yeah,
I'm learning that
he's Gabby. Yeah,
that branding, the word branding, just means lying.
It's that's, you know what? It's for the brand. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say lie. I would say it's like I stretch that. Like you can make
stretching the truth.
Stretching the truth. Yeah.
But describe the commitment problem though.
So I don't know if it has to do with like self-sabotage or maybe it's all intertwined, but for some reason I get like a visceral, like if I feel like I'm locked into something and I have no escape from it, I get anxiety, and I even like I'll even get my heart rate will go up, and I feel like short of breath, and I'm like I gotta get the fuck out. Like,
what kind of situations are you referring to?
Yeah, like coming to this podcast.
Did you feel that way?
Yeah, a little bit.
Jesus.
I'm like I got
I didn't think you were gonna come.
Yeah, no, I
was literally telling Chris he is the flakiest guy.
Yeah.
We've tried to hang out. He bails.
For 8 years. Like for 8 years.
We've been trying, but we both kind of bail. But like finally, I was just like expecting you not to come, and then you didn't.
Yeah.
But he's so nice in the texting. Like you think he's gonna show up.
You think he's a nice guy.
But he doesn't even say I'm not coming. He just doesn't say anything, and then we just carry on like everything's fine. So he kept flaking.
Yeah.
But I just didn't even call him out because I felt the anxiety.
You go like, hey, see you in 20 minutes, and then you just don't come?
Well, I don't think to that extent. Okay. Not like, hey, see you in 20, and then not there.
No, we had like legit plans to do something and to like podcast or something, and then you just didn't even, you never wrote, but I also didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Because I also was like anxious. Well, I just had a feeling, I could feel his energy. I could tell that like, then I thought maybe he's just like far, like you do live like 40 minutes away.
Well, I live in my truck, so I live wherever I want to live. But
right.
no, no, but But no, now you know it's not personal. It's like a.
It is a bad quality though, because
for sure.
I literally am like, Trevor would be so good for this show, but he's so flaky. We'll be so lucky if he actually shows.
Yeah, that's why when I walked in, she was like, she literally looked
surprised.
shocked.
Yeah, because I didn't even. He could have been a clone or like a weird like avatar online. I don't know. We've never met.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
He's flaky. That's the main issue because he's got this anxiety.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
it's true.
so like social anxiety in most settings, you don't want to go hang out.
Yeah, it's weird because I'm a hybrid introvert extrovert where I do enjoy being around people, but for a small amount of time, and then I'm like, I got to get out and be alone. It's weird.
So you spend a lot of time alone.
I need a certain amount of time alone. Yeah, for sure.
In
recharge
your truck.
my batteries. Yeah.
I'm curious about what you're doing when you're not showing up.
Yeah.
And what you're afraid of when you get there or when you do show up.
No, like the American Idol stuff.
Yeah.
I almost vomited before I walked into the room. It was terrifying.
Yeah, that's pretty common. Like concentrated performance anxiety.
Oh, yeah.
Most people have some version of that, but it's a little different to like have a lunch plan and then just bail on it and be alone in the dark.
I should be more specific about that. So yeah, lunch plans I might bail on. If I have like a work commitment like that, which is where I don't want to make the commitment because I'm like, I don't want to have to show up. But if I have like a work commitment, like I'm there, I don't miss that kind of stuff. But if it's like not that you're not important.
It's okay. I think we were just trying to like hang out.
Yeah. Yeah, like social, like if I have like social plans, I've been known to be like flaky.
Okay.
Yeah.
So work is everything. People are nothing.
Yeah, I'm all business apparently.
Well, something about people scares you. Is it just meeting new people, or do you flake on your friends too?
Oh no, I flake on my friends.
Okay. Yeah. I thought maybe you thought I was just scary, which is that fair. Like you're not the first to fucking flake. There's been many before and many to come.
No, I've never got that impression. I've never been scared of. I wasn't like scared to meet you.
Okay, so it's not. You're not in fear that of. So there's just. Is it just like leaving the house? Are you an agoraphobic?
Is that the phobia of leaving your house?
Yeah, like the guy on Schitt's Creek is.
I wouldn't say to the extent of having a phobia. I would say it definitely sometimes causes anxiety being out in public when I don't want to be.
Do you like go to the mall or anything?
I try to avoid it at all costs, but yeah.
Do you go to restaurants?
Yeah.
Now, is that because you get recognized, or is that just because you don't want to be around people?
Well, no, I've actually always been that way. But then, like, when you start to get recognized, it gets 10 times worse.
Well, I was going to say, it's like, if you're the kind of guy who doesn't like being around a lot of people, being on TV is like the worst thing you could possibly do.
Yeah. Well,
because then everyone's just going to bombard you.
Oh, no, for sure. But I always tell people I'm like the perfect amount of famous, like, C-list celebrity where I get complimented and noticed every now and then, but it's not like I can't go to the mall. You know what I mean? So it's like the perfect amount.
But the irony is, you also just can't go to the mall.
That's true. That's also true. That's also true. Yeah, that's true.
So we're going to break up into one-on-ones. We're going to see who can help you more with this problem, and then reconvene.
Okay, perfect.
That's the idea.
Love it.
Let's get into it. I to be honest, I feel underqualified. Because almost everybody we've had in here is like, oh, dating in LA, are my boobs big? And, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
We're, like posing, spraying things on their face.
I mean, I have those problems too, but.
Well, so far you haven't sprayed anything on your face. Which makes me think you're like a regular dude.
Yeah.
Who might have some social anxiety that you're dealing with.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you've dealt with it from childhood.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy is coming in, you say you're underqualified, but coming in here, I thought I was coming in to deal with like commitment issues, and I didn't realize that like a driving force behind that is social anxiety.
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
So my whole ruse is that I downplay it when I'm actually a genius. I know exactly. I don't. I'm as qualified as I have 3 PhDs, and I don't.
I feel like I should be paying for this.
That's
right
nice.
Now. I really feel that way.
I could use the money.
So I think in order to actually, because you alluded to your childhood, and being anxious as a child, I think in order to get to the actual cause of this, we need to talk about your childhood.
Yeah,
and you're already twitching, which is a good sign.
Yeah, like childhood.
Yeah.
I actually had a pretty good childhood. I was a very shy child.
You were always shy.
Mm-hmm.
And Shy to go socialize? Did you have a lot of friends?
Yeah, I like in school I was always popular and I got along with everybody. But I always had the social anxiety, like walking through the hallways at school. I always felt anxious, and even though I wasn't getting bullied, like I had friends in school. Yeah, but for some reason I was always shy. I don't know where that stemmed from.
Yeah, that's interesting. You're the kind of guy that a lot of people envy. They think it's the coolest, where it's like you're popular against your will. You're almost talented against your will. You're like, I'd rather just not do anything. Then you're singing and playing guitar.
Well, like you, this was all engineered. I play it like I'm acting like that.
No, well, honestly, if I hadn't already talked to you for a bit, I might think that.
Yeah.
That this is just like a false narrative that you're telling everybody to make yourself seem like an edgy artist.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And you don't seem edgy, but you are.
I
an
have
artist.
like a neck tattoo also or something. I was really trying.
That wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want people to be afraid of you in the mall, face tattoos.
That's not a bad idea.
Go Dodgers across your forehead. That would be good.
Just stay clear of me. Sure.
Yeah. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
In the short term.
Yeah. So is that your advice for me?
I would say start doing a lot of steroids. Just get really big. Okay. Like, if you look like The Rock, I think people will leave you alone.
Okay, so shave my head, do a lot of steroids,
look scary,
and get face tattoos.
Tattoos all over your body.
Okay.
Tribal tattoos.
Okay.
No, that's not. I mean, that's the worst advice you could possibly get.
Yeah. Especially tribal tattoos as a Caucasian guy is like the worst thing I could possibly.
Yeah,
do.
Honestly, people would actively fight you in the mall. Children would fight you in the mall. You're talking like there's so much, like there's more wrong with you than anyone else who's been in here. And I'm going to say there's less wrong with you than anyone who's been in here.
Yeah.
Anybody. You are the most mentally well guy we've had on that that painted hard couch.
I'm honored.
I think you're, to some degree, you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself socially, and you don't need to. You're doing great.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Does that make sense?
It does, yeah.
Well, what do you think you have to do? Like, when you go out to some sort of event that you don't want to go, like, what's an example of something that you were invited to that you didn't want to go to recently?
Recently. Oh my God.
There's got to be something. It sounds like this is happening all the time.
Well, see, I don't even go anymore to events, so I'm like, when's the last one I even went to?
Well, what's something that you turned down that you didn't go to?
God, let's see. There was someone was having one of my friends were having like a show, a gig, and they invited me out.
Playing music.
Yeah, and I don't want to say their name because I don't want to hurt their feelings.
That's fine.
Yeah, but
we can say it was later.
And I like live music.
It was 50 Cent.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Playing music.
Yeah. I was like, you can find me not in the club. So I like live music. I like being social and drinking sometimes, but this particular time I was just like, nah, don't have it in me.
What did you think was going to happen if you went? Or why didn't you want to go? You just didn't have the energy?
No, I wouldn't say it's like the physical energy. I would say like I need alone time to recharge my social battery, and it wasn't there. I didn't. Socially, it depletes me when I go in a room and I'm talking to everybody, and then when I leave, I just feel like emotionally depleted. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So how many hours a day are you with people?
I mean, some days none at all. I spend like the whole day alone, and then I mean, I'd say I have like a good 4 hours in me to go out and be social, and then I'm like, all right, I got to be alone again.
Interesting. And it's like a clock. You know immediately.
Yeah. I'm like, it hits me like a wall, like immediately. I'm like, I gotta get out. I gotta go. And then I don't say bye to anyone. I just Irish goodbye.
You Irish goodbye.
Just leave. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't these are your friends. These are people you like a lot.
Well, if it's like super close friends, I'm gonna say goodbye even if I don't want to. But if it's at like a place where there's acquaintances and stuff like that, I just head out.
People know this about you?
Yeah.
That you just take off?
Yeah.
You don't thank them. Hey, thanks.
Well, I guess
thanks for inviting me.
Well, it depends on the context.
Thanks, Katy Perry.
Yeah. I try to be polite, and I don't want to. If someone did something nice for me and invited me somewhere, I'm not gonna just totally dip. Like I'll be like, hey, thank you, and then I don't know. Depends on the context, I guess, or the situation. But
I feel like you got to push outside of your comfort zone, man. I feel like you got a pretty damn good life. You've had a good life up until now.
Yeah.
And I like you.
Yeah, thank you.
You're looking at me like I hate you, but I like you.
No, thank you. I appreciate it.
Seem like a nice guy.
Yeah, thank you.
I hear you're talented. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Thank you.
I mean, you were on American. I haven't seen this stuff, but you're on American Idol. You probably have some talent to work with.
Yeah.
Just like take a deep. Do you meditate? Do you like? Take a deep breath. Do you do breathing exercise? I mean, you have all this alone time. You must spend some of it. Sounds like you're in an isolation tank just in your car.
I like alone time in the car, but no, I actually have been doing some meditation lately. I have been getting into like reading some self-help books and things like that, trying to better
Well, don't do that. Those books are awful. Don't read those. Yeah. Anything categorized as self-help, I think, is a nightmare.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, just like what's like just a cheerleader wrote a book. That's what it reads like to me.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's true. Go get them for 300 pages.
Right, that's true. Sometimes that's what I need, but no.
No, but I think if you took a deep breath and like trained presence a little bit, just being there, then maybe you wouldn't have to leave all the time.
Yeah.
Because you're thinking about something else. How often are you on your phone? Are you on your phone all the time?
A lot.
Dating apps?
Not dating apps.
OnlyFans?
No, Only Feet. Yeah, I'm on my phone a lot, like social media in general, a lot.
Yeah, okay, here's what I would say. And this is good advice for me.
Yeah.
I'm on my phone all the time. I was just betting on horse races just now. Treat your phone like the social events. Irish goodbye your phone.
Yeah.
Stay the fuck away from your phone.
You're probably right. That's without me realizing it. That's probably depleting a lot of my social battery.
Are you kidding?
Not even realizing it.
Looking at everybody on Instagram, you're using up. You only have a finite amount of social energy of energy to interact with people,
right?
And have like a reciprocal interaction where you're both having a good time, and you're using it in one direction into your phone. Just getting distracted, and it's depressing. You look at other people doing well, or you look at people people with dolphin arms on TikTok dancing.
Yeah,
the guy who beat you on American Idol is probably on there.
He is. I gotta see him every day.
You see him every day because you followed him because you're a nice guy.
Yep. Yeah.
And if he invited you to something, you wouldn't even show up, but you're following him and looking at him.
That's
with his shirt off.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. He's a really nice guy.
Making out with Katy Perry.
Yeah. Yeah. Like crying.
Yeah, I'd say replace the phone time with social time if you can.
Yeah. I think that's.
And I didn't plan on giving you actual advice.
I think you nailed it on the head.
I planned on just fucking around, making fun of you. Yeah. Calling you a piece of shit. That's what I planned on. Who the fuck does this guy think he is? That's what I planned on.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. And in reality, I think I actually helped you, and it's good advice for me too. I'm on my phone way too much.
This is perfect. Yeah.
I'd say whatever you can do to do something like meditation, breathing exercises.
Yeah.
Because you have all this alone time, you might as well use it beneficially.
Yeah.
And surfing's great. Any sort of like interaction with nature, being on your own, that's great. Mm-hmm. Which is what you're doing in the water. That's good.
Yeah.
Watch out for sharks.
I literally saw one the last time I was out. It was terrifying. Yeah.
But they don't even want humans, do they?
They might try and take a nibble every now and then just because they're curious.
Yeah.
It only takes once.
Well, and that's also crazy. So you're like, oh, I saw whatever. And then going to the mall's a problem.
I know, yeah. I'd rather deal with it.
You'd rather deal with a shark.
Yeah, sometimes.
I think that's bullshit.
Yeah, that is bullshit. That is bullshit.
Go to the mall.
Yeah.
I'd say, if I was going to give you one piece of advice, get off your phone.
Yeah. It's so true.
But that's my advice.
Yeah. That's
all right.
I'm going to be honest. It's been very helpful. We've peeled back some layers here.
There we go, man. And again, I did not plan on being helpful whatsoever.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, you were.
Let's not like congratulate ourselves.
Hey, I think I win.
First of all, you came in here and you said you were an introvert, extrovert. You think you're an omnivert. That couldn't be further from the truth. You're for sure an introvert. You're trapped in an extrovert body. Mm-hmm. So people think you're an extrovert because you look like an extrovert. You have like bright eyes. The way you dress, but you're actually a really weird introvert on the inside.
Yeah.
So people are expecting you to behave like an extrovert, and that's the issue right now. Is there's some disconnect because how you look isn't really how you act, and I think that's like the main problem.
Yeah. That makes sense too.
Why do you think you're an extrovert? You literally, do you know what the definition is? It means they recharge around other people. They get energy from others. You get depleted. You want to kill yourself after hanging with others.
Sometimes. Yeah. I think to some extent you're right. The reason I said that I'm part extrovert is because
people want to be extroverts.
No, I'm not a full-blown extrovert. I'm not. I need alone time, but I also need social time sometimes.
Maybe not.
No?
It sounds like you can't handle it.
Yeah.
Every introvert needs social time. And then it leads me to my next question. Have you always had a social anxiety? Or is this since social media happened?
No, I've always had it, but it's been amplified since social media.
Do you believe that?
Yeah.
Or do you believe that you found a unique virtual world that was safer and more exciting, and you found yourself rather hanging out on social media than doing things like this?
Maybe subconsciously.
Because you can hide behind any identity, any mask.
Yeah.
You can be as funny as possible. You don't have to fully be present.
Yeah.
Introverts thrive on social media.
Yeah.
And a lot of the people we've had on have a huge following. They all suffer with social anxiety, which makes me wonder.
There's a common theme here.
Maybe you guys should just stay on your phones.
Yeah, maybe we should. And just never go into the real world.
It seems like you're really good at it.
Yeah. I never thought about it like that.
Like, were you ever good at real life? Like, how were you in high school or college?
Yeah, like, I was, I was like junior prom king. Like, I was social and like popular and like that in that sense.
So something happened.
Yeah, something happened.
But you went to prom.
I did. So actually, wait. I should clarify this. I was runner up. I didn't win. I always joke with my friends. I was like,
is that what? Maybe that's what happened.
Maybe that's what happened.
That might have been that moment.
That was the moment. That was the defining moment.
Wow.
Yeah, where I was like, wow. I really
he almost was
this.
Prom king and he lost,
I was
and then ever since he hasn't went to a single event.
Yeah.
And now you're like you like focus on your aesthetic, your looks, and it's all because of the prom.
Potentially.
Would you say your looks improved since high school?
I would like to think so. But maybe not. Maybe it's been downhill from there.
Damn.
Maybe I peaked in high school.
Do you think so?
I don't think so, but it's possible.
I'm just curious to know, like, because a lot of people do say that now that they're on their phone so much, they get actually anxious being in real life.
Yeah.
Because it's just so much more comfortable to live in a virtual world.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And as an introvert, it's easier and you're good at it.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need social interaction.
Right.
Just so why are you forcing it?
Yeah, I guess, well, it's part of my career. Like, I do need to be in public. I'm a performer.
Not really. There's so many actors that, like, live in, like, a weird-ass place and they hide away from society. You could be that. You are that.
Yeah, but so when I say, so I'm a songwriter, I spend like half my time in Nashville, and I'm sure you can relate to this, or I don't know how the comedy industry is out here compared to the music industry there, but like where most of the business things happen is like you have to be social and you have to like get a beer with someone and meet this person, and that's how you kind of meet people.
It's honestly giving me a little bit of anxiety.
I'm sorry.
I prefer to just DM them.
Yeah, I would prefer that too.
And set a business. This guy recently was a music manager, and we wanted him to get us some guests on the show. And he was like, well, let's go to Soho House. And I thought, there's no way I'm going in public. And I'm an extrovert. So I do think Ben possibly was onto something. With the phone. Because I used to like jump on any opportunity to be social, and now that I'm so comfortable in these virtual communities, I don't want to leave. Because I get that fulfillment and that conversation there. So if you did but you're saying you've always been like this. I just want to know, when was the moment?
I can't define an exact moment for you.
But you went to prom.
I went to prom.
Did you go to college?
I went to junior college, so I didn't have like a.
So you kind of stopped being social after high school.
No, I mean I was going out partying but I always had to drink when I was out. That helped with the anxiety part, I guess.
Right. How do you like meet girls?
It was on dating apps, and then I kind of like gave up on that, and then now I see that's the problem, is just like business and any type of relationship, I prefer to make that connection in human form. Like,
do you actually prefer it?
Yeah.
Then why don't you do it? Like, what's holding you back?
From which part? I do it, but it gives me anxiety.
But are you fine like 10 minutes into the hangout?
Yeah.
So it's almost like you just got to do it, and then you always can leave.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you think that you're trapped, but no one's holding you there.
That's the commitment issue part. Is like, I think in things in terms of like foreverness, like it's permanent.
So you think, like, if you hang out with someone once, you're never gonna...
Well, the logical part of me knows that that's not the truth. But there's this thing in me that's like, you're making a commitment, it's forever.
Just to go to, like, the bar?
No, like I said, the conscious.
It sounds like you have like trouble saying no.
Yeah, I do have trouble saying no.
So if like a music manager like got a beer with you, you might not even like them, but because you're such a people pleaser, you're gonna feel obligated to sign with that label or something.
Yeah, that's
just because you got one beer.
Yeah, that's happened.
You need to kind of act more like a whore.
In what sense?
Like, you gotta, like, kind of just, like, meet up with tons of people and, like, not give a fuck about it. Like, that's how I thought you were. I thought, like, oh, Trevor's probably banging, like, all these chicks. And, in fact, I have you saved in my phone as Singer Dude. It said awesome. Singer Dude says out front. I literally just thought you were this, like, fuck boy, like, just, like, this singer dude. I had no idea there was, like, an actual brain inside of there.
Wow.
Because you don't seem like... You don't show any of this on social media.
Yeah, maybe that's... I gotta start switching up my branding then.
Back to the horror, like, you could just go out with a lot of people and, like, not... I feel like you need to stop giving so many fucks about what other people think. Yeah. Like, you should be a little meaner.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because you're way too nice for this industry.
Mm-hmm.
Most musicians don't even show up. Like, so you're already there.
Yeah.
Like, but, like, when you do show up, you're not gonna be, like, a train wreck like some.
Right.
Like, you're more stable than most musicians, I would say.
Yeah. I like to believe that.
Do you even like music anymore?
I love the music part. The music business part has sometimes become a nightmare. Like
yeah.
Yeah. I sometimes hate the business part.
Where do you like write? Like, how do you draw inspiration for songs if you don't go anywhere?
Watching movies or listening to other songs and just stealing from them. Or like if a friend tells me like about a problem they're having, I might like draw from that, you know?
You need your own shit.
I know.
Your song is never going to take off
if it's not true.
If it's not coming from your heart. And that's so corny, but it's true.
Well, I've had a lot of experiences in life and I draw from those.
Right. So it's not just about a friend's story.
No, but I have done... You were asking, like, where I get it from, so sometimes I'll pull from this.
Why don't you write about how anxious you feel? Like, why don't...
I should. I've never done that.
You don't have to use anxious in a song, because I don't think it's going to flow.
Right. That's a hard word to rhyme with. But.
Yeah, I just feel like you need to, like, use all this, like... You have all this built-up anxiety.
Yeah.
I just think, it kind of sucks that people expect you to meet up in person these days.
You're saying that people shouldn't expect that?
It's almost like the job can be done virtually. So like why do we need to...
Since pandemic?
Yeah, like if I could just be on Zoom all the time, I would be.
Well, this is where there's a duality to me, which is that I don't like the social aspect, but I do feel that the most genuine connections I've made with people have been in person.
They are.
And it's hard to replicate that through a phone or through a Zoom call or, you know what I mean?
Maybe you should maybe just once a week try to do something and then build it up to like twice a week.
Yeah.
Because like legitimately, I did not think you were going to show up today.
Yeah.
I've like never ran it. LA's flaky, but you're the flakiest person I've ever met in my life.
Holy shit. Wow.
I never met in my life because I just met you.
Yeah. Damn. Wow. Wow.
And I really, because of how you are on social media, I really thought like, oh, he must just think he's like better than me. So he's just, no, I had no clue you were dealing with like social anxiety because you come across as confident in your videos.
Yeah.
So it looks like I was probably just like banging chicks in Calabasas. That's what I figured you were doing. I had no idea like the reality is scary.
I'm sorry to ruin the facade.
No, it's better that it's like Ben was saying that you're more vulnerable.
Mm-hmm. I just don't show it, I guess, on social media. Maybe I should show it.
You should start showing like other sides of you because then you'll get a different kind of audience. You can't just have simps for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You're not going to date. Maybe you'll date some of them. Some people marry their simps. But
yeah.
I think explore them. Maybe just release that song in the metaverse and then try to go out with someone like once a week.
I think that's great advice.
Well, you said that to Ben too.
Well,
so let's see what you really believe. He's trying to people please us.
I know.
He's gonna be like, honestly, you both did great.
Yeah. I leave them like they fucking sucked.
Yeah. Do you talk shit about people after you leave?
No.
Like, do you actually like people?
Yeah.
Like, who do you hate?
I literally don't hate anyone.
That's insane.
Yeah.
This guy might be the most insane person that's been on the... You definitely hate somebody.
No.
This isn't Instagram. You can't lie to us.
I know. Yeah.
There's no way you've.
There's people I dislike, but I just view hate as such a strong word that I'm reserving it for someone who really fucks up in my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
I literally say I hate people like every day of the week.
Yeah.
Like I can't.
Do you
relate
actually
at all.
hate them?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't. If they liked me, I'd probably want it. It's always if they don't like me, then I hate them. I don't know, Trevor.
Is that a defense mechanism?
Maybe. Well, no. I'm like, if you don't like me, fuck you. I don't know, Ben. What do you think? Why don't you come back in?
Okay.
It's time to get honest with yourself.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Well, with yourself, and this is the first time that Emily and I have been on the same team at the end of an episode.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Generally, she's like, your advice was bullshit. I win, that kind of thing. and I think we both agree.
Well, I already know Trevor's going to pick both of us because he's such a piece of
Yeah, it's true. There's no competition here. Trevor's going to go, you guys are both great, and he's going to draft one of those people, are, like you said.
Yeah.
I don't hate them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hate them. I
them.
If they invite me somewhere, I'm definitely not going.
And if I come, I'm definitely not saying
goodbye. Yeah, exactly.
I think you also have to find friends with common interests. Like, find smart friends. You probably have a lot of dumb friends, so you're not excited to hang out with them. But, like, the second I mentioned crypto, like, your body language, you, like, lit up. Like, you want to talk about smarter things. But you're, like, hiding behind this, like, I love Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
That's true. And you were excited about meditation. I mean,
he's excited about smart topics.
How many of your friends are investing in crypto and then meditating and then reading books that aren't written by Tony Robbins?
Yeah.
How often is that happening?
Well, it's weird. I have different different facets of friends that I've kind of compartmentalized.
Right,
where
so you
they're
got
totally
dumb
different.
friends.
I have my party friends that I party with. We don't talk about much. Yeah.
Toxic, dumb.
You're actually very regimented. Like you compart. I can't even say
Compartmentalize?
it. His friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm very methodical.
You're
I think.
methodical.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
the word.
another word for it is judgmental. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you're.
Morons.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, so with some friends I will talk about crypto, and other friends they don't even know what crypto is, and like so I just kind of I'm able to kind of mold with whoever I'm hanging out with, I guess.
Right, but Emily's saying stop being chameleon.
Right,
stop
just be who I am the whole time.
Actually be who you are, and it might take a while to fully find out who you are because it's been dictated by so many other people.
And you'll lose a lot of friends.
And you'll lose
but you don't want them anyway.
tons of friends, tons of followers. You'll be dead broke.
Yeah, that's
you
my
might
fear.
die. No.
Hit the nail on the head.
But you'll actually find out who you are.
Yeah.
And,
it
and
seems like
benefit from
it seems like you're not fully being yourself.
Yeah.
Because you're doing what you think people want.
Right.
You did it in middle school, you did it in high school, and you know what, before you know it, if you are exactly who you are all the time, you might say goodbye at the end of the night.
I thought you were going to say like goodbye to like the world, like he's going to shoot himself.
You might. Hey, I'm one of the only therapists out there who's going to tell you should kill yourself. I'm pro suicide. No. If you're hanging out with people you actually want to hang out with, then you're not going to be afraid to do it.
Yeah.
You probably hate some of your friends.
And here's
I don't
the thing:
hate anybody.
You're ambivalent.
He was lying.
You're ambivalent about them.
Yeah.
Then how could you possibly get excited about a social event if you don't really care?
Right.
But you also never know how fun something's going to be until you show up, and you never know who you're going to meet. So you don't want to like isolate yourself completely, especially if you do still want to do music and stuff.
Well, and how about this? Like, you've never had like a harem or like a group of an entourage
of like friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, like I said, they're kind of I have
but you show up in their world, it sounds like.
Yeah, that's true.
If you had like some really close friends who you and this is probably not the healthiest thing to do either, but if you had really close friends who you identified with, who you went everywhere with.
Oh, that's a great idea.
You have a buffer. I should have said this in the one-on-one.
Yeah, because it's not about where you are, it's about who you're with.
Yes.
So bring
what you
your
need
favorite
is
people
3
around.
or 4 yes men at all times.
Yeah.
Because then if you're in a terrible situation, you can all kind of like make fun of it together and then like, let's get out of here. But if you're by yourself, then you really do feel trapped.
You go, let's go check out Ethereum.
It's a
well, in a weird way,
all-time high.
I feel more trapped the more people I go with, because then I'm like, if they want to stay.
What if they want to stay?
Yeah, then I got to stay. But if I'm by myself, I can literally
Houdini it.
No, but I'm saying like people who are beneath you.
Oh, and they know this.
Yes.
On the totem pole, they know
Plebeians.
this. Okay.
Who if you have to go, they have to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
He's
That's
too
what you
nice
need.
to do that.
Yeah, it's
No,
true.
no, but just find someone. What you have to do, and I found it. This guy over here. Find someone who's even nicer than you. Because you're like, I could never. And
In
he's
Los
like,
Angeles?
they're around.
Yeah.
People who like sycophants. People who suck people dry. That's what he is.
Jesus. He has a ton of fans, but they're mostly girls.
Yeah.
Find some platonic. Are you capable of that?
Yeah.
Not having sex?
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, yeah. Yeah.
Platonic women that show up at the party with you?
Yeah.
That kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Who are cool, who are into crypto? I don't know if they exist, but... yeah, I mean...
I'm only in it because the guys I hang out with are in it. Like, I do whatever.
You're into it.
Yeah, I am. I'm in a Bitcoin chat.
Honestly, we might have established the first member of your entourage right here.
Well, I also hate going to places, but I have a feeling...
Then you can talk about how you hate going to places.
Yeah, I could go with him to some places, but you never know who I'm going to talk to, and then he's going to be like, Emily, she won't fucking leave.
But you know what would be a thing that would become annoying is because when I go to places, people go, "Oh, you're the guy Katy Perry liked," and then they're gonna look at you and be like, "Oh my God, you look just like Katy Perry."
Not with the blondish hair.
No.
Trevor doesn't want me to come.
No. Not what I'm saying at all. Not what I'm saying at all.
Oh, they're gonna think that you found like a Katy Perry lookalike.
Well, yeah, it might be annoying for you. You might. Be
But I looked like her when I had the darker hair. I don't think I look like her as much anymore.
I would suggest you find 3 or 4 Emilies.
Okay.
Go everywhere with them.
Yeah.
Women who look exactly like Katy Perry.
A harem of Katy Perry lookalikes. Okay.
Katy Perry doesn't even look like Katy Perry anymore.
I know, it's true.
What happened to her?
She's different. She had a baby.
Oh yeah, that'll happen.
But she changes her hair so much, like...
You know who looks like shit? Lana Del Rey. Looks awful.
Really?
Okay, that's really mean.
I haven't seen her lately.
Okay, can you let the girl live? She's been through a lot.
Oh my God. Sorry, I forgot I was working with Free Britney over here.
She gained a little weight, so what?
I was surprised.
Made me feel better.
I feel like she'd look good with some weight on her.
She's still sexy. With
There's a
big
sweet
weight.
spot, and I think she's surpassed it.
Her face is still pretty.
It is.
It's awesome.
And did Blake want to say anything?
Yeah, you want to come take a seat? Wrap it up?
You let me...
Yeah, come on in. So Blake, here,
Just don't
give
take your
Blake a
shirt
little room,
off.
just for a couple minutes. I know this is kind of jarring. He's gonna keep his shirt on this time.
What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, man?
It's good, yeah.
Yeah. So Blake, Blake is the lowest on the totem pole here.
Okay.
By far.
Okay.
And he's gonna tell you what he thought of
Okay.
the episode.
Okay.
What we accomplished.
So, I enjoyed it. I
Okay.
thought it was all right. I enjoyed it. I actually don't know a lot about you.
Yeah.
So this was my first time kind of
Perfect.
hearing it
Yeah.
and stuff like that. As far as am I helping
He's
you
usually
pick?
like smiling, singing Jason Mraz to the camera. Like
Yeah.
he's like, you never think he's like this.
I like Jason Mraz.
Yeah.
But okay, your anxiety.
Yeah.
I also struggle with anxiety. I'm with you, man. I
Yeah.
feel you, dog.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get through this
Yeah. Perfect.
without a doubt.
I love
And
it.
my anxiety is back.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't have any anxiety this episode. Now I'm worried.
I always bring around a fog of anxiety. With me,
Yeah.
man.
I'm getting ready to establish the Emily rule where I'm like, Blake, you got to get off set.
Shirt off.
No. Shirt on, please.